The graph of y is equals to minus x square plus x minus 1. First thing, for the graph, we need to observe some points for the graph. From there, we need to sketch the graph, and then from the graph, we need to observe some other points. Okay. So, first thing is for the graph. So, how will be the graph? What is the shape of the graph? For the graph, I need to observe. Okay. See, in that A, usually you need to compare the given equation with the general quadratic, which is y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. And if you compare, your value of a is minus 1, your value of b is 1, and your value of c is minus 1. X square coefficient, x coefficient and constant. And then you need to observe the value of a, which is minus 1. Minus 1 is a negative number, so less than 0. Since a value is negative, from there we decide that the graph is what? Downward parabola. The graph is downward parabola. The graph of the given expression is a downward parabola. So that's the first observation for the graph. Second one, see, since it is a downward parabola and since a is negative, we know that the graph has a maximum point. At what point it is maximum? Okay. Then maximum point of the graph. Maximum point is, okay, by converting this into perfect square form, already we discussed in previous classes. By converting it into perfect square form, we are able to calculate the maximum point. Okay. And what is that maximum point? What is the formula? Minus b by 2a, comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. I already mentioned you, this point is a maximum point or a turning point or a critical point, like that we need to say. So minus b by 2a, minus b is what? Minus 1. 2a means minus 2. So that is 1 by 2. 4ac minus b square by 4a. So 4 into a is minus 1, c is minus 1, minus 1 square by 4 into minus 1. Everything, just you need to replace the values, okay? And this is 4 minus 1, 3 by minus 4, and this point is what at the end? This is equals to 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. Just have a look. The maximum point, the critical point or the turning point is simply 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. All these points are for the graph. And the next thing is C. Next thing is C. Okay, let's see what we need to do. We need to think about the discriminant. So discriminant value is what? B square minus 4ac. And since discriminant is b square minus 4ac, 1 minus 4 into minus 1 into minus 1. What to say about it? Which is clearly minus 3 less than 0. Since it is less than 0, no roots. Since it is less than 0, no roots. So no roots in the sense what? Graph never intersects x-axis. Graph neither intersects nor touches x-axis. So the graph is a downward parabola. The graph will have a maximum point at 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4, and the graph neither intersects nor touches x-axis. And the next one, D. Whenever the graph of this expression intersects y-axis, okay, y-axis. For y-axis, you will say that x is equals to 0. If x is equals to 0, the value of y is minus 1. From there, one point on the graph is 0 comma minus 1. To analyze the graph, first of all, we need to observe these 4 points. Since here in C, no roots are there. Discriminant is less than 0, no roots are there. If delta is greater than 0, roots will exist, and we need to find roots also at that point C. Okay? These are the 4 points which require to sketch the graph initially. And after sketching the graph, we need to observe some other points. Okay? For the graph, we need to observe these 3: downward parabola, turning point, as well as whenever the graph intersects x-axis and whenever the graph intersects y-axis. Okay? Just have a look. Now I am going to sketch the graph from this information. You just have a look. From these 4 points A, B, C, D, we need to sketch the graph. So x-axis, y-axis and origin. See, the graph is a downward parabola. downward parabola in the sense the graph will be in this shape. Okay, right. And the maximum point is 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. Maximum point or turning point. Whenever the graph is turning at this peak, right? So we call it as peak point also. Locate this 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. Since it is 0, you may take it as 1, take it as 2, minus 1, minus 2 like that. And on y-axis, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2 like that. So 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. You just identify it. Where it will be 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is in between 0 and 1, right? Minus 3 by 4 means minus 0.75 like that. So minus 3 by 4 means somewhere you will get that minus 3 by 4. See, above that minus 1. So this is 1 by 2. This is minus 3 by 4. This particular point is just representing the turning point of the graph or the peak point, or you may say critical point, anything. That is the point. The graph is this downward parabola and it turns at this point. And as we discussed, the graph in C, as we discussed, the graph neither intersects nor touches x-axis. So the graph neither intersects this x-axis nor touches this x-axis. So there is no connection between the graph and the x-axis. And one more thing, the graph for sure passes through 0 comma minus 1. If x is 0, y is minus 1, right? And that's why this 0 comma minus 1 is also a point on the graph. With this complete information, we need to sketch the graph, and if you sketch, the graph will be like this, passing through these 2 points. It will be like this, just like that. Okay, this is just a rough sketch actually. This is not an exact graph. For exact graph, you need to draw on a graphical sheet, not on a white paper. See, this is just a rough sketch to analyze the quadratic expression y is equals to minus x square plus x minus 1. Why we need all these graphs? Because these graphs will give you much clarity to analyze. By changing different values in the place of x, you will get different values in the place of y. Okay, see, if you change x, how the y will change? All these things we will easily analyze from the graph. That's it. Okay, right. See, if you have a look, yeah. Right. So this is the peak point and this is the graph. There is the thing. Okay, this is the graph. And from the graph we need to observe something. For the graph we observed it as a downward parabola. We observed as a maximum point, and we considered the intersection points of x-axis and y-axis. Everything we analyzed for the graph, and then from the graph. From the graph, first point, see, the graph is symmetrical about this particular point. Already we know it, but we need to analyze, okay? If you have a line, imaginary vertical line at this particular point, the graph, both sides of this vertical line is symmetrical, okay? So the first thing is, graph is symmetric about x is equals to 1 by 2. That is one observation. This line equation is x is equals to 1 by 2 and the graph is symmetrical about that. And the next thing is f. Whenever the graph is positive, whenever the graph is negative. Graph in the sense this curve. See, this curve completely lies below x-axis. It is not above x-axis. Graph is nothing but y as well as the curve. Y and curve both are this graph only. Okay. See, this graph is completely below x-axis. That means y values are completely below x-axis. That means y values are completely negative. Okay, the graph clearly shows that since it is never intersecting x-axis and since it is not there in the above x-axis, so it is not positive, it is not 0, it is always negative. So y is equals to 0. We don't have any values for x. Okay, y is nothing but graph, right? Y greater than 0, then also we don't have any values for x. Whereas if you say y less than 0, then the values of x are all real numbers. If you take any real number in the place of x, for sure the graph is a negative number. The value of y is a negative number, and that's why the graph is completely lies below y x-axis. Okay, right. To discuss whether the graph, whether the y, whether this expression is positive or negative, we need to observe the graph. Okay, right. And the next thing is g. Whenever the graph is increasing, as I mentioned to you, graph is nothing but y. Okay, right. Graph is nothing but y. Whenever y is increasing, if increasing in the sense, I will change x always from left to right, always from down to up, and in the sense I will change x values, okay. See, if I change x values like this, see, if my x is like this, graph is here. If my x is like this, graph is here. If my x is here, graph is here. So if I change x values like this, the graph is continuously increasing up to this point 1 by 2. And after this 1 by 2, the graph is taking a turning, and then if you change x like this, still the graph is decreasing. You just observe it. Always I will change the values of x from left to right. Always I will change the values of x in an increasing manner. But if you increase the values of x up to 1 by 2, the graph is increasing along with x. If you increase the values of x after 1 by 2, the graph is decreasing, okay. So whenever y is increasing if x value is less than 1 by 2. And whenever y is decreasing if x value is greater than 1 by 2. So these are some observations from the graph. Okay, just have a look. So like this, we need to analyze, we need to sketch the graphs for the quadratic expressions. Rough sketches for y is equals to x square minus 4x minus 15, and I have some 8 graphs. Rough sketch in the sense, no need to calculate the peak point, don't calculate the roots, okay. You just sketch it, either upward parabola or downward parabola. You just sketch it. Either it is intersecting x-axis or not. You just sketch it, okay. And if x is 0, somewhat it is easy to calculate y. So you just do that only, okay. See, first one, we need to sketch that y is equals to x square minus 4x minus 45. How to sketch it? See, the first thing, coefficient of x square is 1. So it is an upward parabola. The next thing, what you say about it, whether it is intersecting x-axis or not. For that, no need to calculate roots, but you just think about that discriminant value. B square is minus 4 square, 16 minus 4ac, minus 4 into minus 45. So just roughly calculate it. We don't need the exact value of discriminant. We need just whether it is positive or negative. Its discriminant is positive because 16 minus 4 into minus 45 is plus 4 into 45. So discriminant is positive. So it intersects x-axis at 2 points. It is an upward parabola. Okay, if you sketch the rough graph, the graph is an upward parabola. And the next thing is, whenever if you replace x with 0, the value of y is minus 45. Somewhere minus 45 will be here. Through this point, the graph is passing. Okay, so the graph is an upward parabola and it for sure passes through this particular point. So it will be like this. Otherwise, you just leave about y-axis, no problem. The graph is an upward parabola. It intersects x-axis at 2 points. I don't know the roots. If you need, just find it and then mark them. Otherwise, leave it. I don't know this point. If you need, find it and mark it. Okay? Because I am just sketching all those things. Again, 7x square plus 28. Again, just look there. Coefficient of x square is positive, upward parabola. Okay? Then what you say about the roots? What you say about its discriminant? Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Since b term is not there, so 0 square minus 4 into something, discriminant is negative, no roots. Since it has no roots and it is an upward parabola, so upward parabola, okay. And no roots in the sense neither intersects nor touches x-axis. So this is the rough sketch for this particular expression. Next thing, 3x square plus 4x plus 5. Again, coefficient of x square is positive, upward parabola. Think about the roots. B square, 16. Minus 4 into 3 into 5, negative. So again, it never intersects nor touches x-axis and upward parabola. The graph will be like this. If you need the peak point, you have the formula, right? Find it and then mark it, okay? Right. Then y is equals to 2021 into x square. Coefficient of x square is again positive, upward parabola. And what you say about the roots? Whether it has roots? What you say about the discriminant? Discriminant is 0 for it because b term is not there, c term is not there. You need to take b as 0, c as 0, calculate discriminant, and it is b square minus 4ac still 0, so it has equal roots, and it is, we are very clear, when you replace x with 0, you will get y as 0. So if this is the x-axis, somewhere on x-axis you will have origin 0, so the graph is upward parabola, it just touches that origin because it has equal roots at 0, 0. So that is the rough sketch for that. Okay, you just have a look. Just I am sketching the rough graphs for the given expressions. Similarly, now I am going to sketch the rough graphs for all these things. Okay. In sketching the rough graph, first thing, upward or downward. Second thing, how it relates to x-axis, either intersecting or touching, or see, neither intersecting nor touching. This is intersecting, this is touching. These two are neither intersecting nor touching, and these are the rough sketches for these expressions. And now for these expressions we need to think. Okay, I am erasing this for the space. And now if you have a look, y is equals to 19 minus x square. Just think about it, what is the coefficient of x square? Here the coefficient of x square is minus 1. Coefficient of x square minus 1 means what? A downward parabola. Okay, it is a downward parabola. See, in mind you need to observe the values of a, b, c by comparing with the standard expression ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so a is minus 1, downward parabola. Okay, then what you say about the discriminant, or what you think about the roots, whether they are whether we have roots or not for this expression. Clearly 19 minus x square, right? See, we are very familiar with these type of expressions. When you write it like a square minus b square, so root 19 minus root 19 are the roots. So no need to calculate the discriminant now, or you need just calculate. Downward parabola and it has two roots. The graph will be like this for the first expression. Then for the second expression, again the coefficient of x square is negative. Again it is a downward parabola. Then what to say about the roots? If you common out that minus 1, we have a chance to rewrite it like this, minus x minus 1 whole square. So since it is minus of x minus 1 whole square, this minus gives you the downward parabola. This x minus 1 whole square says that it has equal roots 1 and 1. So at somewhere you have a point 1, number 1 on the x-axis. At this point the graph touches the x-axis. Okay, so this is the rough sketch for the second expression. Then what you say about the rough sketch for the third one? Y is equals to x minus 18 into x plus 19. Very clear. X into x is x square. Coefficient of x square is positive, upward parabola. And this the product of these two linear expressions represents, it has two roots. Minus 19 is one root and 18 is another root. Two roots and upward. So the graph, how it will be? Then the next graph is two roots and upward. The graph will like this. And you may mark these two roots as minus 19 and 18 if you need, mark them, or otherwise leave it. Then what you say about the rough sketch for the last expression? See, if you have quadratic expression as a product of two linear, it clearly suggests that, gives that two roots for the expression. One is a root for this, 2020 is also a root, but see, two roots it have. Okay, then what you say about it, whether it is upward or downward? Think about the coefficient of x square. No need to multiply completely, you just think about the x square term. Minus x into x is minus x square, so downward parabola. Downward parabola and two roots. So if you sketch the rough graph for this, the graph is a downward parabola. Once it intersects the x-axis at the point 1, and off-road it intersects the x-axis at the number 2020. So this is the rough sketch for the last expression. So all these are the rough sketches, and if you need the peak points, you just calculate them using that minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. If you need the roots, just mention them. Okay, as per your requirement, you need to mark the roots, you need to mark the peak point and everything. Okay, and initially you need to practice how to sketch rough graphs for the quadratic expressions. Have a look.